Hello, I'm Dave Knoll and welcome to A Wheel Thing TV. In this week's edition we check out the Proton Suprima S hatch. The Suprima S hatch from Proton is a bit of a conglomeration. It has a almost Honda-ish front end, and at the rear a little bit of something that comes from either a Subaru or the Holden Cruise hatch. As you can see at the rear, there's those lines. It's not an unattractive car, and certainly has a whole lot of grip with these beautiful Continental tyres fitted to these lovely alloy rims. There's two things that make this car stand out: a 1.6 litre turbo engine and handling by Lotus, and it certainly does handle pretty well for such a small car. The inside of the Proton Suprima S hatch is a little bit Spartan to say the least, with machine-made leather, and would you believe, still comes with coin holder slots. A very bright red illuminated dash, but most unusually, it's an Android-based touchscreen with navigation, and of course the usual bits and pieces that come with Android. Rear seat passengers don't really lack for rear seat room, which is pretty decent, but again it's a sort of Spartan, almost 1980s feel to the inside. Bit of a downside to the rear of the car is there's actually no handle to open it. You need to use the unlock button that's on the key fob. Not a great idea. In my mind, the Proton Suprima S hatch is a pretty decent piece of kit. It's surprisingly good to drive, a lot of fun to drive, just a little bit too hard on the suspension and those Continental tyres. But for around $24,000 to $25,000, depending on who you go and speak to, of course, you're going to get a pretty reasonable car. The interior certainly needs a lot of updating, but overall, it's not bad. For A Wheel Thing TV, I'm Dave Knoll.